want to understand how SMEs perceive the digital transformation. This is also an important perspective that we have to hear today. Please.
Okay, thank you. I'm Remco de Bruin from the Netherlands Chamber of Commerce. It's a modern digital-first public service provider. So we advise entrepreneurs and provide them information on starting up, scaling up, internationalization, and now especially, which is very prominent, digitalization. We experiment with MOOCs, hackathons, webinars, data-driven apps, combining everything. We have over 1 million customer contacts a year, and all this data helps us, again, this is let's say, improve our services and fine-tune them to the market. We have a website currently with 25 million visits and mainly work now via digital channels, but of course still we have other channels as well. It's what the entrepreneurs want, how we want to get the information. The Chamber is involved in a program that is called Smart Industry. It was set up 2 years ago by 5 founding members, the Ministry of Economic Affairs, FME, this Dutch technology sector, the Chamber of Commerce, ICT Netherlands, and the Dutch Employers Organization, the VNO. And it's basically, it's a difficult term, smart industry, something. What does it mean? It's basically digitalization of industry. So using digitalization and modern technology, such as 3D printing, robotics, Internet of Things, for smart processes, products and services. And everything is interconnected. People, machines, they together. That is basically smart industry. So simply put, digitalization of industry, as it is called, as an easier term on the European level. So we wanted to know, and we have a business panel of 4,000 entrepreneurs of the Chamber of Commerce, and we wanted to know how are entrepreneurs perceiving this digital revolution? What are their opportunities they're seeing? What are their threats? What are they missing? So we got about 2,000 responses, and we do this survey every year. And basically, 30% of entrepreneurs see the possibilities of smart industry. The opportunities, and then you have another 23%, they see the opportunity but also the threat for it, for example, for the workforce or other. So this is together, you could say, roughly about 50% that sees the opportunities, but there are still a very large percentage of 50% that doesn't really see the opportunities of the new technology. And the main opportunities they saw, which scored the highest of the ones that saw these opportunities, are their using customer feedback. So all the data they get back from their customers for product improvement and new innovations. And also, which was a bit surprising, but they see it as an opportunity to stimulate employees on lifelong learning, to invest in skills, because technology, we tend to think that people are afraid of technology that are older, but some think it is an opportunity because tech can be fun. And if you invest in those skills, you can become, you invest in yourself and in the company. So that was the second opportunity they saw in terms of, and also a few challenges. Only 13% of the SMEs that we interviewed are really putting the opportunities into practice. So the conversion to business models, to business revenues is a very small percentage, 12-13%. So there is where, let's say, business organizations, policymakers have to help, I think, in making this conversion. How can you practically convert these opportunities into business for processes, new products and services. They have problems with their first steps in implementation. Also, the application possibilities are overwhelming, so where to start? This was also one of the highest scoring bottlenecks that they saw. And for the rest, it's also money, because if you want to work with new digital technology, it can be very expensive in some cases, and you need an investment budget, while it's sometimes very difficult to already calculate your returns later. What will it exactly bring back to my company? So that's as far as the research goes, and then we asked them, what do you need of us, SMEs, in the Netherlands, which I don't think will be very difficult or different, sorry, in the rest of Europe. That is that they want information and tools to discover these opportunities. So this is especially for this group that doesn't know what opportunities there are of digital technology. And then there's also this group that wants more in-depth information and tools about digitalization. And so it's, yeah, a lot is in basically improving their digital skills via online tools. With regard to smart industry, I'll focus just on one part of it. It's a very big program that started 2 years ago with the partners that I said, and has 3 action lines. Capitalizing on existing knowledge. This is what the Chamber is most active in. Awareness creation and stimulation of converting opportunities into business. Then you have the acceleration in field labs. There are 29 field labs in the Netherlands at the moment under the smart industry umbrella. Field labs are smart dairy farming 3.0, ultra-personalized products and services, multi-material 3D printing, and RoboHouse, which is about robotics. These field labs are practice environments where companies and knowledge institutions develop, test and deploy these new smart industry solutions, which is of course what a lab does. And there's a third action line that is strengthening the foundation. That's basically the underlying technology and the research agenda. To focus on how do we, what we discovered from our research, how do we help our SMEs? We help them with very, very practical tools. So we set up MOOCs with partners and on big data, but also we did a smart industry bootcamp with 5 modules. And we work a lot with entrepreneurs that have already grasped the opportunities and speak about how they did it so others learn. So that is what we do, and also create step-by-step plans, opportunity compasses. For example, in which business are you? What do you want to do? Smart products and services. Then what strategy? How can you do that? So really the how-to. We have a publication on this conversion of opportunities into concrete business, and it was downloaded already 15,000 times. So that is quite a lot if you look at the target group. And I think that it is in these practical tools via the digital and mobile channels adapted to the target group. How this can be improved, and also we have a hotline, for example, where 10 specialized advisors where they can call if they have questions about, okay, I want to use digital technology, or I have a question, and they are helped with the business models and these kind of things. So very practical tools that we have as a Chamber of Commerce, and it's looking very promising so far, the first 2 years that we're busy now with all these partners. And that I think is for my introduction for now. Thank you.